Do birds play? Sounds like a simple question, yes or no, but actually, why would they? They've got food to find, chicks to feed, nests to build, predators to avoid, so much to do. Why take time out to relax and have a little fun for a minute? Well, there's a species nesting just along this cliff face here that I think answers that question perfectly. The bird in question is the fulmar, and these cliff faces on the south coast are a perfect location for these master gliders. Fulmars look a little bit like the perhaps more familiar herring gull with that kind of grey back and white body, which is maybe why you might have seen them before but not even realised it. But they're actually part of one of the largest groups of seabirds in the world. They are known as the tube noses. And that is because this entire group has nostrils, either two nostrils or a singular fused nostril, just like the fulmar, and they use that to get rid of salt that builds up from their high salt diets. And this group is massive, not only in number of species, but also in size. They range from storm petrels, about 35-40 centimetre wingspan, all the way up to the wandering albatross at 3.5 metres. And just like the albatross, fulmars are masters of gliding. Around early 20th century here in the UK, fulmar populations actually grew rapidly, and that's thought to due to an increase in discarded food from our fisheries. So fulmars love free food. They're what's called opportunistic foragers. So if there's a bit of fish thrown overboard, that is the perfect easy meal for them. Now, in the last 15 to 20 years, that has caused huge problems for their populations. Recent research suggests that up to 9,000 fulmars are being caught in longline fisheries in UK waters alone. It is vital that we start to understand this more and we continue this research. We start to connect those dots from fisheries to food webs and our seabirds in order to protect species just like the fulmar. So the wind's been picking up a little bit now, which is going to be perfect for fulmars. Like most seabirds, they absolutely love wind. And when they're out at sea foraging for food, they'll use it to their advantage. So they fly in a zigzag pattern. It's called dynamic soaring, and it means they can travel huge distances without flapping, and it just saves so much energy, using that wind to go up and down along the waves. Now, back at the nest site along the cliff edges like we've got here, those same winds create these big updrafts, and they use those to kind of hop out onto from the nest. The chicks do it as well. When they come to fledging around end of August, they'll use those nice same updraft winds to hop out and catch them, and makes that first flight a little bit less daunting. Now, I've been watching the adults all morning here, and they've been doing the same thing. They've been hopping out from that nest site, flying up and around and above me, cutting across the edges here, going down little crevices. And I mean, if you can, why not? Which brings me back to that question, do birds play? And judging by the fulmars this morning, I certainly think they do.